Kaelen. That was the night I surrendered. Not to desire, not to fixation, but to something far more sinister. Obsession. She glanced back at me, caught between loyalty and choice, as her sister tugged her away. In that fleeting moment I understood. She had selected me. I witnessed her defy her own blood, and something within me fractured, a dark thrill coursing through my veins. "If I take you," I warned her later, my voice a low tremor, "I won't return you. I won't know how." It was a threat wrapped in sincerity, but she dismissed it with a defiant lift of her chin. "Then don't let go," she replied, her eyes gleaming with a reckless challenge. In that instant, I realized I would raise my existence to ashes before I ever let her slip away.
Fae. I fell first, no doubt about it. But let me tell you, he fell like a damn meteor. He started flipping the script, sneaky as hell, yanking my name out of all the shady conversations, nipping threats in the bud before they could even touch me, making sure my family stayed completely off the radar. Mom? Oh, she definitely noticed the shift in me. I was softer, but damn it, I was stronger too. Fear? What fear? It was like I'd thrown it out the window. Mara? She's still side-eyeing him, just waiting for him to screw up. But guess what? Kaelen never falters, because being with me, it didn't turn him into a wimp. No, it unleashed a fierce beast. But here's the kicker. One thing still gnaws at me. He's never even tried to touch me. I mean, what the hell? I try to close the distance, but he just pushes me away like I'm a damn hot potato. I haven't even had my first kiss yet. And I'm dying to experience that magic with Kaelen. I know he wants it too. So how long until that iron grip of his finally snaps? I'm all in for it, and honestly, I can't wait! Haha. Fae, remember what I told you the last time, right? Well, I found myself on Kaelen's doorstep. My heart was pounding like a damn drum, and before I could even knock, the door swung open as if it had a mind of its own. Kaelen stood there, eyes wide like saucers. "Hi," I said, feeling sheepish. "Won't you let me in?" He stepped aside, granting me entrance into the house. And the moment I crossed that threshold, the room was so quiet it felt like the world had hit mute. Kaelen lingered a few steps away, tense as a coiled spring, like he was holding himself together by sheer willpower. His hands were clenched at his sides, jaw locked tight, and those dark eyes of his were battling some inner demons he'd been wrestling with all night. "You shouldn't be here," he said again, but his voice had lost that firm edge. I took a step closer, emboldened by the tension crackling in the air. "Then stop looking at me like you want me to stay." That did it. He exhaled sharply, like I'd knocked the very breath from his lungs. And in a heartbeat, he was right in front of me. Not touching, yet, but close enough that I could feel the heat radiating from him, the raw restraint vibrating beneath his skin. "Fae," he said, his voice low and strained, like he was holding back a storm. "If I cross this line—" "I know," I whispered, my voice barely a breath. I tilted my head up, locking eyes with him. I didn't reach for him. I didn't rush him. I let him choose.
Kaelen. This is the moment I concede. Her name slips from my lips like a dark secret, a betrayal. I raise my hand with deliberate slowness, giving myself every opportunity to retreat, and yet I fail. My fingers graze her jaw, a feather-light caress that feels more like a demand than an invitation. She leans into my touch and it almost shatters me. "You have no idea what you do to me," I murmur, my voice low and edged. "I've faced battles with steadier hands than this." My thumb traces the line of her chin, a paradox of gentleness amidst my chaos. She doesn't flinch, doesn't pull away. She gazes at me with an unsettling trust. Damn her. I lean in, stopping just short of her lips, our breaths mingling, a volatile cocktail of desire and danger. "Tell me to stop," I command, my voice a velvet whisper. She remains silent. The kiss unfolds slowly, like a predator stalking its prey, cautious, as if we both dread the aftermath. My lips graze hers at first, a tentative exploration until she exhales against my mouth, igniting the fuse of my restraint. I deepen the kiss, feeling her tremble beneath the weight of my hunger. I seize her waist, pulling her legs around me, her grip on my jacket a desperate plea. She responds with fervor, igniting a fire I thought I could control. I break the kiss first, our lips parting by mere inches. I rest my forehead against hers, eyes shut tight, wrestling with the chaos inside. That, I say quietly, is precisely why I tried to keep my distance. She smiles, breathless and naive. And yet, I reply, a smirk curling my lips. My thumb brushes her cheek once more, a soft taunt, and yet, she concedes, unwittingly sealing her fate.
Fae? Oh hell, that kiss? It doesn't just end things. It ignites a damn wildfire. Kaelen stumbles back like he's been scorched by a dragon's breath. His breath hitching, those dark eyes swirling with something dangerously chaotic. The space between us crackles louder than a thunderstorm after a dry spell. I can't, he mutters. Not furious, not icy. Terrified. Before I can think, I lunge toward him, my heart racing like a damn freight train. You don't mean that. Oh, but he does, and he doesn't. I do, he says, voice so low it could rival a midnight whisper. And therein lies the colossal problem. I gulp. My heart is thundering so loud I'm convinced he can hear it echoing like a war drum. I want you, I declare. The words spilling out like a secret I've held forever. I've wanted you since the dawn of time. His jaw clenches, a storm brewing behind his eyes. You have no idea what you're asking for. Then spill it, I challenge, my pulse racing. Because right now all I know is that walking away is not an option. He rakes a hand through his tousled hair, pacing like a caged beast trying to break free. Fae, if I give in, if I unleash what's inside, I won't be gentle about it. I won't know when to stop. I lock my gaze onto his, unwavering. I'm not scared of you. That makes one of us, and trust me, that's a damn understatement.
Kaelen? She says she desires me as if it's a mere whim, as if longing doesn't have the power to unravel everything. I force myself to maintain distance, though every fiber of my being urges me to pull her back into the abyss. My control teeters on the brink and she stands there, oblivious right in front of it. We can't do this, I declare, my voice flat. Not like this. Why, she replies, her tone steady, almost defiant. Because if I touch her again, I'll seize her completely. Because I already feel her tethered to me like a marionette on a string. Because I know my own darkness. I'm not good for you, I murmur, a sinister calm coating my words. And if we cross that line, I won't pretend otherwise. Her gaze lingers, piercing through the facade. Before she softly probes, is that truly the reason? Or are you simply afraid? The question strikes a nerve too close to the truth. I inhale slowly, savoring the moment. Have you ever been with someone before? Her eyes widen, a telltale sign. No, she admits, honest, unembarrassed. I haven't. A twisted sense of possession surges within me, sharp, protective, and utterly ruthless. Then that's even more reason to stop, I insist, my voice cold as steel. I won't be the architect of your first mistake. Her voice remains unwavering. I don't see you as one. I turn away, fist clenched, frustration boiling beneath the surface. You have no idea what that would mean to me. Then explain it. I pivot back, barely maintaining my composure. I couldn't rob you of that innocence, I say, my tone laced with menace. Not when I know I'd crave more. Not when I know I'd never let it be just a fleeting encounter. Silence hangs heavy between us, a palpable tension. Then she steps closer, unaware of the peril she invites.
Fae, he thinks he's some kind of knight in shining armor trying to protect me. Little does he know he's already turned my world upside down. I don't care, I declare. My voice a mix of quiet resolve and fiery determination. I want you. Not because I'm oblivious, but because I damn well know what I want. He stares at me like I just dropped a nuclear bomb in the middle of a tea party. I choose you, I boldly assert. Whatever the hell that means. And in the blink of an eye, he closes the distance between us, striding over like he's on a mission from the universe itself. He cups my jaw in a grip that's firm enough to make me think he's about to cave in. But instead, he brushes his thumb over my lower lip, sending a jolt through me that makes me gasp like I just saw a ghost. He's watching me like I'm the most precious thing in the world. His breath's coming out in desperate little pants. And then, just like that, he pulls away. Get your coat, he says, his voice low and rough, like gravel. My heart plummets into my stomach. Kaelen, I'll take you home, he insists, cutting me off, before I lose my grip on doing the right thing.
Kaelen, the drive is a relentless torment. She sits beside me, her proximity a silent threat. Her warmth a smoldering ember igniting a fire I'm desperate to extinguish. Each red light is a countdown, a reminder of the impending doom lurking in the air, suffocating me with every passing second. As I pull up outside her place, I delay the inevitable, refusing to meet her gaze. I'm not pushing you away, I finally say, my voice laced with a chilling calm. I'm merely trying to protect you from the chaos that is me. I wonder if she grasps the gravity of my words. She turns, eyes sharp and piercing. You're not? The disbelief is palpable, a challenge hanging between us. I lock onto her gaze, the intensity almost shattering. This isn't over, I declare, the words slicing through the tension. But we must slow this down. Otherwise, I'll be consumed by the very thing I'm trying to avoid. Her fingers graze my wrist, just a fleeting touch, yet it feels like a brand. I already have, she whispers, the softness of her voice betraying a strength that unnerves me. I open the door for her, my heart a cold stone as I watch her retreat into the shadows of her home. I linger longer than necessary, fingers gripping the wheel, my control fraying at the edges. One truth looms dark and inescapable. This restraint is a fragile illusion. She's got me in a chokehold, and damn, it's exhilarating.
Mara, I know my sister. I know the way she hums when she's nervous. The way she avoids eye contact when she's keeping something to herself. The way she stares at nothing when her thoughts are somewhere I can't follow. So when Fae comes home that night, quieter than usual, eyes too bright, smile just a little too careful, I know. She hangs her coat like nothing's wrong, kicks off her shoes, tries to walk past me. Who is he? I ask. She freezes, not because she's scared, because she didn't expect me to notice so soon. I didn't say anything, she says. You didn't have to, I reply. You look like someone standing too close to a fire. She turns to face me then, chin lifted. It's not like that. That's when I know it is. I've heard the name Kaelen long before Fae ever said it out loud. Everyone has. Men like him don't hide, they exist. Heavy and unavoidable, like a storm you plan your life around. The kind of man you don't date. You survive. You're different lately, I say carefully. You're not reckless. You're pulled. She doesn't deny it. He's not what you think, she says. That makes something cold settle in my chest. And that's what worries me. Later that night, I look out the window. A car is parked across the street. Engine still running. Lights off. I don't need to see his face to know who it is. He doesn't get out. Doesn't move. Just sits there like he's guarding something. Or fighting himself. I watch for a long moment. So does he. Then the car pulls away. The next day, I run into someone who knows things. The kind of person who talks when you ask the right questions and listens when you don't ask at all. He's careful lately. The man says like it's gossip. Pull him back. Changing patterns. My stomach tightens. Why? I shrug. Must be distracted. That's when I understand something dangerous. This isn't a game to Kaelen, and that scares me more than if it were. That night, I tell Fae the truth. I don't trust him, I say. Not because he's cruel, but because he's controlled. Men like that only lose control for one reason. She doesn't look away. He hasn't touched me, she says quietly. That surprises me. I study her face. See the frustration, the longing, the restraint mirrored right back at him. And that, I say slowly, is the only reason I'm not stopping this. She exhales, relieved but tense. But hear me, I add. The moment he stops holding back, everything changes. She nods. She knows. Later, when I'm alone, I realize the truth I haven't said out loud yet. My sister didn't stumble into danger. Danger is circling her and trying not to bite. And if Kaelen ever decides restraint isn't enough, I won't blame him, but I won't forgive him either.
Kaelen. I sense it before I lay eyes on it. A chill in the atmosphere. The kind that whispers danger. A hunter recognizing another hunter, choosing to observe rather than engage. I'm departing from Fae's street when the instinct seizes me. The weight between my shoulder blades. The sensation of scrutiny. I refuse to turn immediately. That would validate their presence. Instead, I slow my stride. Adjust my coat. Light a cigarette. The smoke curling up into the night air like a ghost I don't intend to chase. I take a moment for reflection. A dark sedan lurking 2 cars back. Its engine hums too smoothly. The windows tinted enough to shield secrets. Amateurs don't maintain that level of composure. These are not amateurs. The mafia doesn't shadow you when they wish for your demise. They shadow you when they seek to dissect your value, to weigh your worth as a liability. And I already grasp the reason. Her. I veer onto a different path. 3 turns, 1 desolate street. A deliberate pause. They follow still. Good. That implies they're assured. That implies they believe they possess time. I halt beneath a flickering streetlight and finally face them. The car remains stationary. Neither of us moves. We engage in a silent standoff. exchanging glances through glass and darkness. A conversation devoid of words. You've changed, their silence conveys. And change? Change is a death sentence. I exhale deliberately. Not fear, but calculation. Later back in my apartment, I forgo the lights. I remain shrouded in darkness, jacket still clinging to me, replaying the past weeks like a meticulous autopsy, withdrawing from meetings, departing early, declining assignments I'd usually tackle without hesitation, guarding one name in discussions where names typically dissolve into oblivion. I've been cautious, just not imperceptible. The mafia holds no interest in love tales. They crave leverage. And Fae? She's stepping into the light.
Fae, I swear, I have no freaking clue what's going on. But I can feel it in my bones. Something is seriously off. Kaelen, he's gone radio silent. No calls, no texts, nada. Not that night, not the next morning. And let me tell you, this silence, it's not the usual kind. It's like a knife, cutting through the air, sharp, and menacing instead of just plain quiet. Mara picks up on it too. Are you okay? She asks, and I can practically hear the worry in her voice. I nod like a damn bobblehead, but inside my chest is all twisted up like a pretzel. It feels like the very atmosphere has shifted, and something sinister is lurking just around the corner. What the hell is happening?
Kaelen. I don't approach her. That's my shield, my weapon. I redirect everything, cancel engagements, shift my routine so dramatically that it would raise eyebrows if anyone dared to observe, which is precisely the intention. If their gaze is fixed on me, hers remains untouched. I make a single call, just one. Focus on me, I command. If she comes up, you silence it. A silence lingers. Is she a threat? The voice inquires. I close my eyes, suppressing a smirk. No, I reply, devoid of emotion. She's the threshold. The call disconnects. Hours pass as I stand by the window, city lights flickering like a facade of normalcy. But it's a lie. This has never been merely about my ability to resist her pull. It's about preventing the world from discovering she's the singular force that could unravel me. And the most unsettling truth? If they target her, I won't think twice. Self-control will be the first casualty in my ruthless game. Kaelen. I don't plan it. That's how I know it's dangerous. I find her where she always seeks refuge, dimly lit cafe, a secluded table, her back against the wall, as if she's instinctively aware of the lurking shadows. She glances up when I enter, and for a fleeting moment, relief washes over her features before she masks it. That nearly shatters my composure. I settle across from her, maintaining a deliberate distance, resisting the urge to invade her space. You've been avoiding me, she accuses. I've been protecting you, I respond, my voice low and cold. Her brow furrows, curiosity mixing with confusion. From what? From me. From them. From the peril that looms when someone like you becomes significant to the wrong man. I choose my words like a chess player, calculating the potential fallout. You need to listen carefully, I say, my tone steady and commanding. And you will do exactly as I instruct next. That captures her attention, the air thick with unspoken threats.
Fae, something is definitely not right here. This isn't his usual calm demeanor. It's like the whole atmosphere has shifted. This is a whole new level of unsettling. You're freaking me out, I blurt out. He exhales slowly, his gaze locked onto mine like a damn laser. Good. That means you'll remember this. My heart feels like it's about to burst. I need you to back the hell off for a while. He goes on, his voice steady and unyielding. From me. From everything that has my name on it. My heart plummets like a rock. Kaelen? Don't cut me off, he says. Not harsh, just seriously firm. It's like he's holding back a storm. This isn't about what I want. I'm searching his face, looking for answers. Is someone after you? A heavy pause hangs in the air. No denial, just a chilling silence that screams louder than words.
Kaelen. She's far too perceptive for her own good. There are those who discern patterns, I begin, my tone measured, almost icy. They recognize attachments. They detect when someone becomes significant. Her eyes widen, curiosity piqued. Me? I remain silent, letting the weight of my words hang in the air. That silence speaks volumes. If anyone inquires about me, I instruct, you don't know me. If something feels off, you vanish. You call your sister. Do not entertain notions of bravery. Her voice lowers, a tremor of unease creeping in. Why are you telling me this now? Because the shadows are closing in. Because I caught sight of that car again, lurking. Because the thought of her blindsided fills me with a primal rage. Because if anything befalls you, I murmur, my voice a chilling whisper, the consequences will be catastrophic.
Fae. Oh, the way he says it sends a spine-chilling shiver down my entire being. Not in a menacing way, oh no. It's much more intense. It's downright electrifying. You're asking me to vanish into thin air, I murmur, barely above a whisper. I'm asking you to fight for your life, he counters, his voice laced with urgency. I gulp hard. And what the hell about you? A twisted smile dances across his lips like a shadow in the night. Danger has been my shadow my whole damn life. Before I even realize what I'm doing, I reach across the table and grab his wrist like it's a lifeline. He goes completely still, like a deer caught in headlights. Don't you dare shut me out, I hiss. If this is real, if this is actually happening, I deserve to know what the hell I'm stepping into. His jaw clenches, muscles straining as if he's holding back a storm. I can't spill all the secrets, he replies, his voice thick with tension. Because once you know, there's no turning back. You're in this mess for good. I grip him tighter, refusing to let go. Honey, I'm already in deep.
Kaelen. How quaint. She thinks this matters. I retract my hand slowly, as if parting from a delicate piece of glass that I might enjoy shattering. This isn't goodbye, I inform her, a smirk dancing on my lips. It's merely a pause. Her eyes glimmer with something akin to hope, but I find it amusing. She nods as if that changes anything. Promise me something, she insists, a flicker of desperation tainting her voice. Anything, I reply, the words dripping with insincerity. If you're doing this to protect me, don't disappear without a word again. I lock eyes with her, allowing a sliver of my true intentions to slip through, dark and chilling. I'll return, I assure her, the weight of my words heavy with menace, even if it costs me dearly. Kaelen. The apartment is a hollow shell. Silence drapes over the space like a shroud. No footsteps echo. No voices break the stillness, only the oppressive weight of absence gnaws at my mind. That's the problem. I pour a drink I don't need, a bitter reminder of choices I've made. It sits abandoned on the counter, a testament to my disinterest. As I lean against the window, observing the city pulse beneath me, unaware of how close it teeters to chaos, her face replays in my mind. Not the kiss. Worse. The way she looked at me when I commanded her to stay away. Understanding, acceptance, trust. The trifecta of weakness I can't afford to lose. My phone buzzes, a futile disturbance. No threats, no warnings, which means they're still watching, waiting for a slip. I press my palm flat against the glass, jaw clenched, breath controlled, like I'm diffusing a bomb wired to my heart. You don't get to want her, I hiss at my reflection. You don't get to need anything. The reflection offers no rebuttal, just exhaustion, a hollow shell of who I once was. I close my eyes, and there she is. Not a figment, but a haunting memory. Her fingers on my wrist, the way she said my name, soft yet dangerous, as if it were something she could cradle without harm. My hand curls, nails digging into my palm. If I went to her now, if I heard her voice call my name once more, I wouldn't just restrain myself. I'd pull her too close, obliterate every rule that has kept me alive. I'd choose her over the consequences that have shadowed my every move. That's the truth, and truths like that tend to be fatal. I pace once, twice. Then I freeze. Pacing breeds thoughts of movement. Movement shrinks the distance between us. I force myself to sit, elbows on knees, head bowed as if in penance, knowing full well there's no forgiveness in this game. I can walk away, I whisper to the vacant room. The room scoffs at my lie. So do I. Another buzz. This one is different. A nameless message void of civility. Careful, you're being noticed. I delete it without hesitation. My pulse remains steady. The waiting has taken form now, a palpable tension in the air. I rise, grab my coat, then hesitate. Going out means choices. Choices mean blood. I drop the coat back onto the chair as if it sears my skin. Not tonight, I murmur. A vow laced with finality. Not her. I approach the sink, turning on the water, cold enough to sting, pressing my hands beneath it until sensation replaces memory. But it doesn't work. Nothing ever does. Because the truth isn't that I fear losing control, it's that I've already lost it. And when I finally act, it won't be for power. It won't be for survival. It will be for her.
Mara! I knew I'd find him sooner or later. The first time I saw the car across Fae's street, I should have gone straight to him, but I waited, watched, calculated. Now, standing outside his apartment door, I can feel my pulse in my throat. I knock once sharp. No hesitation. The door swings open. Kaelen, alone, the shadow of him already, dangerous in the dim light of his apartment. I need to talk, I say, stepping inside. He freezes, eyes narrowing. Not surprise, not anger, something sharper, danger. You're close to my sister, I say flatly. That's a problem? His jaw tightens. You think I don't know that? I'm not here to negotiate, I continue, moving closer. I'm here to make sure she's safe. And if I have to tell you straight, you're staring down the wrong man. Mara, he interrupts, voice low and dangerous. I don't need lectures. I don't need warnings. I've handled worse than you think. I step closer, ignoring the chill in the air between us. Then why are you always so careful around her? Why do I know you're hiding things? His eyes flash, almost amused. Because she matters. Something tells me that's what scares you. Don't play games, I hiss. She's my sister. You don't get to drag her into your chaos without me, knowing exactly where she stands. He leans back against the counter, one hand pressed flat, studying me like he's measuring whether I'm a threat or a curiosity. You care too much, he says quietly. I can respect that. But you don't understand what it takes to keep her safe. And you definitely don't understand what I'd do if she were in danger. I straighten. Try me.
Kaelen. Mara strides in, an icy confidence radiating from her every step. There's a certain respect in her fearlessness, but I won't let her glimpse the fractures beneath my facade. She owns the room, her voice a chilling melody, eyes sharp as daggers, protective yet perilous. Why are you here? I inquire, not out of curiosity, but to gauge her resolve. For her, she replies, her tone devoid of hesitation. Not for you. Not for your fragile ego or your delusions of control. I'm here for her. A dark chuckle escapes me, low and sinister. You think you can dictate her life? No, she counters, a smirk playing on her lips. I'm here to dictate mine. And that involves knowing your position in this twisted game. She's correct, naturally. Acknowledging that, however, would be a sign of weakness, an admission I refuse to make. I inch closer, reducing the distance between us, my gaze pinning her like prey. If I tell you, Mara, brace yourself. The truth is a bitter pill, and it will complicate everything. For you, for her, for me. Unmoved, she holds my stare. Then tell me. I inhale deeply, fingers gripping the counter as if it's my only anchor. She means more to me than I dare confess. Losing her would obliterate everything I've built. I wouldn't flinch at the thought of my enemies and you. Her eyes narrow, a glint of understanding flickering within. You believe I'm blind to how you've already surrendered to her? I hesitate, realizing she's struck a nerve. She knows. And that truth chills me more than any looming threat. I'm fighting not to destroy her, I admit, the words tasting like poison. Because if I falter, there's no redemption. No act can undo the damage.
Fae, I swear to the universe, I'm throwing the damn rules out the window tonight. I know, I should be following them. I'm fully aware of the dangers lurking in the shadows. I can practically hear his warnings echoing in my head. Every reason he gave me to stay far, far away from this madness. But then he shows up at my door, late, coat a total wreck, eyes swirling like storm clouds carrying the weight of 1,000 cities. And suddenly, all that logic just goes poof. Kaelen, I gasp, barely able to contain the thrill racing through my veins. He steps inside, all careful and calculated. But I can see it. His control is hanging by a thread. Jaw clenched like he's fighting an epic battle, hands balled into fists. I shouldn't be here, he murmurs, almost like he's begging. Oh, really? Then what the hell are you doing here? I whisper back, my heart pounding like a drum solo. His eyes flicker to mine, a wild dance of warning and raw hunger clashing in that magnetic gaze. Fae, I take a step closer, slow and deliberate, until our knees are practically whispering secrets to each other. My hand hovers near his chest, teasingly brushing against the edge of his coat. I want you, I declare, voice steady but trembling with my own desire. I don't give a damn about the warnings. I don't care about the rules. I just want you. For a heartbeat, he freezes, breath hitching like he's just seen a ghost. I can see the epic internal struggle, restraint, control, and all those warnings cracking at the seams. You can't, he rasps, urgency lacing his words. You shouldn't, Fae. You don't understand. If I let myself... I do, I whisper, leaning in closer, my conviction unwavering. I know.
Kaelen. Her words slice through the air, sharper than any threat I've encountered. There's no debate, no pleading. She strides forward. Each step a silent challenge, daring me to falter. And oh, how I crave that failure. Every instinct within me screams to pull her close, to embrace her trust and insatiable desire, to obliterate the world around us, to shatter every rule, and seize her right here, right now. But I won't. Not here, not now. I can't, I mutter, my voice gravelly and low. Fae, I won't be able to restrain myself. I'm not what you need, not like this. She shakes her head, her chin defiantly raised, eyes glimmering with an unsettling resolve. I don't care. That's what makes it all the more excruciating. You've never... I start, my tone taut with disbelief. You've never been with anyone before. No, she replies, her voice a whisper that hangs in the air. And I want you to be my first, if that's what you fear. Her words strike like a blow, igniting a fire within me. She wants me. She chooses me without hesitation. Fae... I stumble, my hands twitching as if reaching for her is instinctual. That's all the more reason we can't. I can't take that from you. Not yet, not this way. Her eyes blaze with a fierce intensity. Then teach me to wait. I nearly unravel. The urge to succumb overwhelms me, my chest tight with desire. All I want is to collapse into her arms and extinguish every caution I've ever held. But I pull back just enough to carve out a chasm between us. Pain lances through me, relentless. I'll just go home, Fae, I whisper, the madness of her presence consuming my thoughts. I can't risk this. Not tonight.